Napoleon Bonaparte is one of the most influential characters in history. His decade of military success placed his name on an entire era. But he made mistakes, and in 1814, with almost all Europe against him, he was exiled to the Isle of Elba. But less than a year later, he came back and began what is remembered as the 100 Days. Now, there have been dozens of games about the 100 Days, but they all spend all their time and map space in Belgium, except for one. Beyond Waterloo begins when Napoleon regains power in Paris and lets players decide what happens next. Yes, Belgium is on the game map, but it's just a small part of the rest of Western Europe, and the game involves all of it. Where the action happens is up to you, the players. The forts and rivers matter, the alliances matter, and the strained relations between allies matter. Yes, the familiar generals are here, but the other generals and their armies are here too. There might be a battle at Waterloo or Ligny or both, but there also might be big battles at Strasbourg or Metz, and there might be no battles in Belgium at all. Players decide what happens and where. That's the real beauty of this John Prados design. Diplomacy and national interest and logistics all matter, and you write the alternative history of the 100 Days. Beyond Waterloo won the Charles S. Roberts Award for Best Magazine Game in 2012. The game went out of print within a few years, and it fetches high prices in the aftermarket. Now you can get a copy even better than the original. Now this is an annual, an XL-sized issue of Against the Odds magazine, meaning 42 pages of historical articles, pictures, maps, and personalities. We want to upgrade the components by putting the charts and player aid cards onto fine cardstock. You'll see stretch goals that collect all the expansions offered since the game came out, with extra counters and optional rules. Big stretch goals will offer full-size and full-color cards, and an expanded map that will give the Allied player a display just like the French. We have even bigger stretch goals in mind if the support is there. Beyond Waterloo puts you in control at the start of the 100 Days and lets you explore the options. Maybe it won't be called the 100 Days after all, and maybe none of us would have ever heard of St. Helena or even Waterloo. Join us and rewrite the history. Go beyond Waterloo.